Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? That's right. Don't adjust your TV screens. I'm Richie the Redneck Pimp in for Roy Anthony. He's going to be in here a little bit. He's in the middle of a new job training, so we welcome him and hope that benefits him. And we're going to do a show for him. Now, right before the show, I had to run upstairs and then run outside and run back down here. Welcome me, my brother in arms, fellow comedian, Damon Tater Spray. He's going to be here today. We're going to try to fill in Roy's shoes. Okay. If I quit breathing hard. See, that's what happens when you got a couple of fat men breathing hard. I mean, you got a fat man running outside. The cops are going to pull thinking something's up because I ain't running for nothing in my life. So anyway, but we're here, we're safe, and we're going to try to give you a quality show today. We're going to do things a little different than Roy does them because I'm not familiar with Roy's format, but we will have a good time. We will laugh. What I like to do is let the audience start off with conversation. You guys put in there whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about it. Or me and Dan will just start talking about some X and A level crap that no one understands but us and you, and you guys can chime in there. I want to thank everybody tuning in real quick. Before everything happened, before everything went on, we're talking about the guy from the subway deal, which is a tragic deal. We're not making light of what happened. It's a tragic deal and everything. But what we found was funny is some of the reports come out. You know, he bought an aftermarket magazine and it jammed. Duh. One report said he's running around the subway. After seeing the guy, he wasn't running nowhere. Okay, ain't no running around the subway. That's a bogus report there. But anyway, see, Damon shows up here. He's got some flyers he's going to be hanging up for us. So, and he's going to be the MC on this big show coming up, which Roy Anthony's a part of. So we'll get to that real quick here. Let me put this up on the screen here, everybody. There it is, right there. Adult comedy, April 23rd. Special event, MC Damon Tater Spray. Guys, he's going to be there. He hadn't performed in a while with us anyway, so, he's been on his own. He's a diva. So. He's back on the WO stage with us, and he's going to keep things flowing. Going to keep it moving. It's his second time MCing. I think he did well the first time. He's going to do it again. But, man, we got a great lineup for you. Special guest appearance, Roy Anthony himself is going to be there. Yeah. Now, I don't tell you all nothing. You're all familiar with his comedy. He's a very good comedian, no doubt about that. He's going to make them laugh. But we ain't done there. We also got Richard Montano performing with us, okay? You've never heard this guy perform. Oh, man, okay? He's the only Mexican guy I know who's got an Italian name.
Yep.
So that's awesome. He's a great guy, very funny man. And then I'll be headlining that. I do 17 different impressions and tell lots of jokes, so we're going to have a great time, okay? I pity Damon. Damon's got to keep all of us
it's going to be
thoroughbreds together, okay? So, but he's the boss. When he gets that mic, when I introduce him up here, he's got the mic. He is then in control. So it's hard to tell what Damon's going to do up here. But women, you can't throw your panties at him.
No.
He is in a happy relationship, though.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you can't do anything with the panties. But he can just, acknowledge to throw his panties up on stage. Right. So we got it going. We got that going on. Also on W Entertainment, we started our Spreaker again, our WO Hideout. Okay, that's hosted by Roy himself. Christina Big Hank make appearances on there as well. They play all genres of music, not just R&B, rap, rock, country, Christian music, whatever sets the mood. That's what they're going to play. Also, if an up and comer wants to get noticed, he or she has put out a couple albums, and they want to get noticed. They come on here. Roy or Christina or Hank, one of them will interview them as they play some of their music, and that kind of helps them out and gets them a little more name and maybe help them out a little bit like that. So we got that going on there. So we got quite a few things going on here, and if you're interested, go over to WO Entertainment, hit the like button and follow it, because today I'm going to give away some entries into the mystery box. Those of you who want to know what mystery box is, mystery box, and Damon tested this, is a box that we create here during the year.
Yep.
And we put all kind of merchandise, hats, bracelets, dog tags. Other people donate things. We had St. Joe Frontier Casino doing things. Could find crayons in there. Who knows? It's a mystery box full of stuff. And I don't mean a box. I mean a huge box.
Now, if them crayons have been eaten, I'm sorry.
Yeah. If they a little chocolate on them, just wipe it off. They're a fresh bite. Don't worry about them. So we got that going on. In order to win that, all you got to do is either answer a trivia question we have, or guess what a photo is that I put up on a WO radio show every Tuesday at 6 to 8, or answer trivia. And today I've got a couple trivia questions that I'm going to ask you, and so you can answer for me, okay? That being said, let's get started with one of the topics. Facebook user, I don't know who you are, buddy. It says, "What's up, pimp?" Oh, nothing. I'm glad to be here. Help out Roy Anthony. Roy's going to be on here in a little bit. So, guys, don't go nowhere. Don't understand that you see a white guy and an Indian on here. Don't worry about that. That's, we're supposed to be here. We're helping out Roy. Whoever you are on Facebook, go back and let us know who you are, because it just says Facebook user. Appreciate that. So, let's get into one of our first topics for Roy gets here. The comedy show coming up.
Yep.
It's been a minute since
it's been probably a year and a half since I've been on stage.
Yeah, since we performed together on W Entertainment event there. Tell us about what you're looking forward to doing.
Laughing my ass off. Really?
I hope so. I hope
No,
that.
I miss it, but there's been some financial problems for me in the past year and a half, so I had to get 2 jobs. So I kind of had to take a back seat, but I definitely miss it, and I'm looking forward to coming back.
But pimping ain't easy.
No, it's not.
No.
Let me tell you.
People say they're like, "What is that?" It's real. The pimping, it ain't easy. But you don't think you've ever performed with? Actually, you have performed with everybody on this docket here.
I have. Remember the llama farm?
Llama Farm.
Yep.
Roy, I'll tell you
The
what.
llama farm.
Next time you guys on here, ask Roy Anthony about the llama farm. Okay. He'll tell you the story. He's out trying to perform. They're walking llamas out, and they're looking at him. He's like, then he's calling them alpacas.
Yep.
That's the
Alpaca.
Yeah, it was a llama, but it was pretty cool. Or were they alpacas? We're calling them llamas. Were they
I thought they
alpacas?
were llamas. I don't know.
You know what?
We could be wrong.
They look like Pat Mahomes had the curly hair on top.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful venue, but you don't do it in when we do that in October.
Yeah, it was October.
Really cold.
Roy talks about the time where we told him where it was, and we set him up to come out there. Right, we're on there performing on stage, and he pulls up. Or first of all, he turns on this road and starts getting dark.
Mm-hmm.
In the city, not a whole lot of dark areas over there. They drive everything well lit. And then he got further out of the country, and there was no light. Okay, he pulls up there, and he sees the people. Who are you? He said, Roy Anthony. Yeah, you go down here by the bush, through the grass, and come around by the swimming pool. If you get to the fence by the swimming pool, you went too far. Roy's talking about, I should have left then. But he got out and had a good time, and then he gets out and sees me and Tater standing there, and he's like, damn, 2 big rednecks in here. What the hell? But he got out and he had a good time, and of course, you performed Richard lots of times on there.
Oh, yeah.
Very funny man. He'd tell you about he had surgery. He was a huge guy, 450 some pounds.
Yeah, pretty good boy.
He had surgery. The guys, because he had got no discipline, so he had to have the surgery help him out. And he tells you about the surgery process. I'm telling you what,
that's the funniest part about it.
Especially when your dick hanging out.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. So if you're in the area, man, absolutely love you to come by. I got 2 weeks. It's at the Elks Lodge in Chillicothe. I've been saying Cameron. It's a Chillicothe Elks Lodge. Yep. And there are good people there. I'm going to try to film what I can, but the Elks Lodge is a private organization. It's a club, a membership on the club. So I don't know if the rules quite well, if I can film a whole lot or not, because they're bylaws. They're having somebody checking it. If they can film it, then I'll take my camcorder and I'll set it up on a tripod and just film the whole show. So we did that before and I had no problem. So anyway, so you got 2 jobs now. What are you doing?
Well, union iron worker, of course, and then working at a gas station.
Which one?
The one in Lawson where I live.
Oh, yeah.
Judy's.
Judy's? Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And you would not believe the amount of people that do not know how much gas it takes to fill up their car. I'm telling you.
Well,
the pumps will go down so they can't pay at the pump, right?
Yeah.
And I can walk inside and say, hey, I need to fill up my car. And I look at them and say, okay, well, how much you think you need? Well, I don't know. How the hell do you not know how much gas your car takes?
I'm kind of guilty of that myself. I'm accustomed to putting 25 to 30 in my truck. That's it.
That's it. If it's on half, if your needle's on half that money.
Yeah, so that's how much it is. But I can imagine you're like, I don't know, just whatever. Like, no, I don't know your vehicle, dude. What do you need?
No, I don't.
Well, what do you think? I know what mine takes. What does yours take?
I don't argue with them. I just look at them, and that makes them more upset. Like, well, do something. Well, I don't know your car. I don't know how much your truck holds.
You came in here.
Yeah.
It's like one of them callers. They call you. You call me.
Right.
Yeah. So I got a story like that. When I first bought my pickup truck back in 2012, the one I drive, the blue one I drive. Mm-hmm. I went up to the local gas station here in Cameron, and I was filling up. and it shot past $60.
Mhm.
I got a little itchy.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. It shot past 75. My fat ass was laying on the ground with a flashlight, all right, looking for a leak.
Ain't leaking?
Yes, looking for a leak. I got out. I didn't hear no click. I got out. It shot past $95. I developed a bad attitude. At that point, I was like, son, they're ripping me off. I'm calling weights and measures, and I was just ranting about all kind of crap. I was still looking for, I didn't know I had 2 tanks. I was looking, feeling around. One guy said, need some help, partner? I said, no, I don't, not yet. $127 it kicked off. Okay. I go in to pay the lady, and I'm chewing her up one side and down there, how she's ripping me off. She said, how long you know me? I said, it don't matter. It don't matter. Friends with my friends all the time, you know. So I go home after chewing her ass. I go home. I get the book out on the truck because I thought I had a giant tank on there. Or I had a small tank, excuse me. I had a bigger tank than I thought. I added it up and oh, okay. So the next day I go back in there, hat in hand. She's just laughing her ass off at me. Yep. I knew once you calm down, you'd figure it out. I wasn't trying to rip you off. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
That's whenever I buy a car, that's the very first thing I look at.
Yes.
See how much it's going to cost me to drive this thing.
Because see, it's a very important thing. When gas is lower, nobody really pays in your mind until gas goes up.
When it's up around $3.50, $3.57, $4, that's when people really need to start realizing how much it's costing them.
Yeah,
but
and
they still don't.
They don't, and then they act like, you know, oh man, where'd that big gas tank come from? Act like somebody snuck up in their yard and gave them a bigger gas tank overnight when the gas goes up. You know. Yeah, well, I got news for you about these gas stations. The gas stations themselves can never be accused of ripping you off in gas because the gas stations have no control of what gas is, and they ain't making anything off the gas anyway.
No, they make maybe 2-3 cents a gallon.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. They make all their money off the convenience. That's why you see the more convenience than you do gas. You know, so if you're mad out there and you're mad at the gas stations, brothers and sisters, it ain't the gas station's fault. Please don't be mad at them. They're listen. They're in a position they feel bad too. Because they got to get it from their end, and then when they got to put gas in it, they get it from that end too. So it ain't the gas people. You know, they'll stop and buy them a glass of tea or something to help them feel better because it's not their problem. Well, glad to see you. Glad to see you back. You got my message to. I got 20th wedding anniversary this year. Oh. Yeah. On the July 23rd. That's what the thing I was I sent you.
Oh, I thought that was your 4th of July party.
No, that's 4th of July party. I'm having it too.
Okay.
But we're gonna mix it together. 23rd is a 20th wedding anniversary. Nice. We got a live band. We got some comedians gonna perform, and just hang out and celebrate the fact that some woman actually put up with me for 20 years, 21 actually, because we've been together a year.
God bless her.
And you met my wife.
Okay.
She's a good woman. Of the two, she's the best of the two. Okay. Hey. Oh, if you just tuned in, thank you. We're waiting on Roy Anthony to come in. He said he's gonna come in about 10 minutes. So. We appreciate you all hanging with us. Again, put on here high so we know where you are or something. We know who's watching, who's tuning in. Share this out. Don't be alarmed if you don't see Roy Anthony. You got a more productive show anyway than Roy Anthony. What I like doing on one of my shows is play a few comedy things. Okay. And we can do this because we're not benefiting off it. We're not making any money off this. And we claim the Fair Act, Fair Policy Act. So that's why I get away with it. I want to show you all something. First of all, if you think you're having a bad day, be glad you don't live here in Detroit and be a sports fan in Detroit. Man. If you ever had a bad day, just remember this isn't the sports town you root for. Now, listen to me. Never been to Detroit. Understand it's a fine place, but right now, their teams, yeah. Now,
I'm sorry. I feel bad for you guys.
And here's a guy has a bad day doing his job. This guy, and he didn't handle it right at all. But you know what? After you do it wrong and you get so far, you might as well do it the right way by doing it wrong. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to do it wrong, do it. Good job at it. This guy did.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, times like these that make me say, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving breadcrumbs for when I stray. Yeah, I'm sacrificing the price you pay. Like living like a fairy tale. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more feelings I
I'm just going to say that.
I think anger management would do him quite well. All right, he needs some anger management. But listen, he cleaned up the mess.
Yeah, he did. No, I got to give him 10 out of 10 for covering his tracks.
Yeah,
but,
me too. And
the camera does not lie.
no, I don't. He was. I mean, that trash can. Why don't you just throw a trash can in there and be done with it instead of all that other stuff? You know, he committed 3 felonies.
Oh yeah,
you get a felony for each letter. He threw the trash.
Oh man.
Now the homeowner's glad he ain't got no bill, but the bills ain't going to stop. They're going to keep coming. So there's that one. That was kind of funny. Now, here's one right here. This is an old one. This came back in the 90s. I give this cop praise for having, you know how I am here on W Entertainment. We hold policemen accountable. Yes, but we also give them credit when they do right. This cop, I'll give him a praise for amazing restraint that he used. Okay. Because if it had been today's, he'd have probably shot this old boy. But, and listen, watch all the way to the end. Listen to this guy's voice. I was worried about having a stroke.
What's the date on that? I'll have to plead guilty if I got to work because I can't afford to take the day off, you goddamn asshole. Now just give me the goddamn thing, let me get out of here. I didn't do nothing wrong, and I know I did. Now let me get the fuck out of here. I ain't in no hurry, but I did want to get some pills for my dog. It's just about ready to get the fuck out of here, give me that.
Can I explain it to you, sir, so you'll know what you need to do?
I know what I do. You're ripping me off, and I didn't deserve it because I didn't do nothing wrong. You're probably sitting that parking lot driving right back and forth to get someone in the 40 miles of whatever frig it is. I never saw the sign. I saw it 55, and I was doing 57. That's all I know. Now just give me the goddamn thing, and I'll look at the date. If I'm working, I'll pay the fucking fine because I can't afford to take a day off. And if I'm not working, I'll plead not guilty because I know fucking well I'm not guilty. There. Now, are you a state or local? Looks like you're a state trooper. Get back and pick up some more guys and run up the friggin' deficit on the working man. Just give me the damn thing and let me get out of here.
What I need you to do is sign the X so I can explain this to you.
There ain't no explaining. I got picked up for speeding before. You're guilty and you pay the fine and hope your insurance don't go up. And you try not to speed the next time. And that's what I've been trying to do for 4 or 5 years, and it's worked damn good till I run into you asshole.
Green copies for your record, sir.
I don't, all right.
White copy needs to be mailed in within 20 days.
Okay.
Make sure you read these.
I can't read, and I put this stuff away. I get bills in the mail all the time. I don't even look at it. $7 glasses here. All right, just tell me what I do. Lincoln Court?
No.
Where?
Read the instructions here. This says you have 20 days to respond to this summons. Read the back of this hard copy. This will explain how you can have a trial if you want one. On the back, that'll explain it. Attaches an envelope. See? Put a stamp on that, you mail that in. They'll tell you what to do.
I can afford the stamp.
The fine's right here, sir. It's $137.50.
You're fucking crazy! I can't! I'm fucking crazy! My wife took money out of her goddamn account where she's working to pay my fucking insurance so I wouldn't get picked up. You're fucking crazy!
If you don't pick this up, sir, I'm going to summons you for littering.
I'll pick the goddamn 100. Are you fucking crazy? I wasn't even speeding, you goddamn asshole! $100 and some dollars? Jesus fucking Christ!
There's some more right there.
I've never heard of a song like that in my life, you god!
Wow. Now I do have to shed some light on this. When I was younger, I worked as a correction officer, and I showed this video, and it was found out that police officer was stopping the footage and being a complete asshole,
right,
and then started back up,
well,
making himself look good.
I'm shocked that you think a cop's an asshole. I just,
well, you know, hey.
A lot of them. But I'll give that one there great restraint.
Oh yeah, no, he
that old boy there,
he played the part.
And when he went off by the amount of the fine, I about lost myself.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was gonna have a stroke. Oh, hey, brothers and sisters, let's welcome in Big Hank. How you doing, Hank?
I'm doing good, man. What's happening with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just helping Roy out today. He can't be here because he's got that new job and he's doing training. So figure out.
He told me about it. I gotta go to a funeral too, man. I was just checking in with you guys, man.
I appreciate it. What do you think of that video?
Man, shit. I know the guy had to be white. That's what I do know. Shit.
And it was in the 90s too. So if it
Yeah.
been today, yeah.
Man, shit, no way, man. We'd have been stretched out on the ground or something, man. He'd have pulled us out that motherfucker or something, man. That shit wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, because he did assault him when he slapped his hand at the first video. Technically, that's assault, you know.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I don't know. If it had been a redneck, we'd have been in trouble too.
Oh yeah.
But I'll give the cop credit this time.
That's
He had
right.
amazing restraint. That old boy, though, there was something wrong with that guy.
Yeah, he was tripping.
He couldn't
He was
read.
tripping.
He said he couldn't read, so I had to get his driver's license. Couldn't afford a stamp. His wife took money out of his account for
Just to
something
pay his
true.
car insurance.
Nobody cared. You
Yeah,
funny
you
bastard. But,
got enough money to put gas in that truck driving around. Shit, you all right?
And I guarantee you that trucker got about 17. So yeah.
Yeah,
But you and Roy got a show coming up, don't you? You guys gonna be
Uh,
let me see.
no, not yet. He
Oh, that'd
haven't.
be
He hasn't told me yet.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought maybe you guys were advertising. You guys had a show together.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I see. Well, this is let me introduce you. This is Tater. He's one of the founding members of W Entertainment long ago. He's going to
How
be
you say-
emceeing.
You said Taylor? Taylor?
Tater.
Like
Like
potato.
like potato chip or tater
Yep.
tot?
Yeah, Tater.
Yep. That's me.
Tater. My
Tater,
dude.
what's
What's
up,
up, Tater?
He's a hell of a dude, friend of
That's
mine.
right. That's right.
We don't always see eye to eye, and that's okay. That's okay.
Nah. Yeah,
But
that's
in the
good.
end, in the end, though, we believe in making people laugh
That's
and taking
right.
care of people. So we got
That's
that in
right.
common.
Yeah.
He's
That
here
means
helping me on the show.
that means he ain't no yes man. If you guys don't see eye to eye, he ain't no
No.
yes man.
No, he ain't no yes man. He's a former
That's
Marine
good.
too. So
That's good.
Him and I share that as well. But
That's
no,
solid.
he no yes man. But he ain't one of the guys we have an argument. He ain't
Right.
gonna go out and tear some buildings up and flip
No.
cars over and burn shit down either. You
They
know?
want
Right.
to, but I don't do
Yeah,
it.
well, I can't afford it. The fine, it'll kill me. Like,
No, no.
I gotta pay for that. You know what? Never mind. You're lucky I don't have to pay. I ain't got no money. Because if I was a
Yeah.
billionaire, I'd tear some shit up. I could
Oh.
pay it. But so what's whose funeral you got today?
My niece's aunt.
Mm.
Oh,
So I'm
sorry
going
to
to
hear
my
that, brother.
my niece's aunt, man. I'm going to her funeral, man. Me and my mom, my dad. So I'm chauffeuring them today.
That's too bad. That's too bad. I'm sorry about that.
Yep.
Oh,
sorry
Appreciate
about
it. Thank you.
Well, I
Appreciate
got-
you guys.
Well, I got you on here. I know we talked. I didn't get a chance to talk to you much last time I was on with you. You played ball, right?
Play some football, yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell us about that because a lot of people don't know.
First of all, I went to high school in Long Beach Poly. I know you guys heard of Long Beach Poly, one of the greatest high schools in the nation.
that. Oh yeah.
And I ended up breaking all the receiving records at Poly. And then I got a scholarship to go to USC.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I ended up there. When I left USC, I was USC's all-time leading receiver, broke Lynn Swan's records, all that. And then I ran into some complications, man. Cocaine was around in that time, that was 82 to 86, right
Oh,
there
man.
in it. And I got introduced to cocaine at USC.
Mm.
And so it was just a lot of things. What happened was they started testing us my senior year. They didn't test us my freshman year, my sophomore year, all those guys went to the pros. My junior year, all them guys went to the pros. But my senior year, they fucking started testing us for cocaine. And so I got caught up in that. I got blackballed out the NFL. I went to Canada for a minute, but I had a foot injury that I tore my foot injury up, and that's really how I really got hooked, because they started shooting me up with fucking Novocaine for practice and for the games, and my habit went from here to fucking there with
Right.
that shit. And so it seemed like I always had to keep it in my system, man. And just because of that foot injury, I tore a tendon. They call it plantar fasciitis. I think that's the
Yep.
name of it.
Yep.
And so I think the first game of the season, I heard it. They said, "Man, you want to sit out this season, or do you want to sit out this season and then have another season next season, or do you want to play this year?" I said, "Fuck, I want to play this year."
Right.
And they started shooting me up, man.
Yeah.
And that was my senior season. That shit. So I could never get it out my system. Every time they tested me, it was in my system, whether I knew it or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's a sad deal. But you know what? You're in a position where you could talk about it,
yes, sir.
and not cover up. And they say to get over things is talk about them.
Right.
Yes, sir.
you shared that. Yeah, I was an athlete myself. I played multiple sports. I got into MMA because I was angry all the time.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I share it now because it's good talk. But I was molested a lot when I was a kid. And
Wow.
that's why I got big. I mean, molest me now.
Wow.
Put
Right.
your hands on me
Right.
now. And so I started training, and I played football. I was 6 foot middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Just taking quarterbacks out of games. I was just destroying them.
Yes,
And
sir.
it's like, well, you can't be having caffeine because they'd hot me up with Mountain Dew. That was my drug of choice. I'm allergic to caffeine. I can't have any caffeine.
Right.
So they feed me all this caffeine and go play.
Right.
I didn't remember no rules. I was so damn amped up. Screw the rules. I want to hit somebody.
Right.
That's
So
right,
I
man.
that. And I played basketball. But
Yeah.
I was the guy that gave the fouls. It sent me in the foul out,
Hey, I want to speak on what you spoke on about being molested. That was one of the underlying things of what had my problem too, because as a 5 or 6 year old, my babysitter used to put me on top of her, and so I learned it wrong. I learned it how to do it wrong. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
Yeah.
After that, I didn't know how to take girls out on no dates or nothing. You know how to you do this? You don't want to do that? And so I just learned it wrong, man. And when you learn it wrong, it's hard to unlearn it like that. You know what I mean? So
I was back
me
to
up.
saying here. I was on another podcast on another network, VRS network. I got some friends over on that network, and they had the subject come up about what age do you think it's good for kids to learn about their sexuality. Well, I was talking about it. To me, I got a problem with that. First, second, third grade, being molested because,
me too.
Like I said, when I grew up, I didn't learn the proper way either. Okay, I thought women were for one thing only.
Right.
And
Yes,
then,
sir.
I thought all men want to do was rape little boys.
Yeah.
And
Gotcha.
and I was wrong. Not all men and women even think about that stuff.
I got you.
These are predators that should have been caught. So I told him, I said, listen, in this country, we set an age of 18 before you can really do anything. I said, maybe a little bit before that, but kids shouldn't worry about that stuff until they got to read, write, arithmetic, because there's some dumb kids graduating because they're not learning squat, right? They need to worry about that. That sexual stuff will come. You got the rest of your life.
That's right, man.
You're
right about that. I don't think kids should either, man. At least be a teenager first before you even start talking about shit like that. You know what I mean? So
high school, man.
Yeah, and I think girls should learn it quicker because some of them, their menstrual cycle start about 12 years old, 13 years old.
So you got to learn. You got to learn about it then.
Yeah. But then they need to learn the function of what's going on. They still don't need to learn all that other,
Right.
So you got people out there talking about it. It's a hot debated thing in this country. And they're talking about, the pandemic, the worst pandemic ever. No, the pandemic in this country is the sex trafficking of our kids.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Teaching our kids filthy stuff and taking the power out of the parents' hands. And when you do that, that's just wrong. And it's going to cause a lot more problems.
A lot of problems.
Pretty soon you're going to have kids laying down in front of oncoming traffic wanting to stop traffic and, they'll get ran over and killed because they don't know how to solve problems. Like you and I have talked to each other before. We don't always agree, but you know what? We agree to disagree and go on with things.
Right.
But in the end, we still have mutual respect for each other.
Or we come up with a compromise for a solution.
That's right. And that's the way it should be. But, so, yeah. I don't tell a lot of people that. And then I went on and played I ran track. I was actually pretty fast, believe it or not. I ran like Forrest Gump. That's pretty fast. They called me 10-speed brown shoe because I'm Native American.
Right, baby.
I don't know if that's racist or not, but whatever. But I just went with it, 10-speed brown shoe, assholes. And then I got in MMA. And once I got in MMA, I was like, oh, this is great. I could punch another man in the face and have no consequences.
Right.
Now he's gonna punch me too, but
and get paid for it. And get paid for it.
Yes, and get paid. Semi-pro. Yeah, I was getting paid a little bit. And just,
good shit. That MMA is street fighting, man. That's street fighting at its core.
Yes, it is.
Shit, no rules. Shit.
Yeah. Well, there's a few rules, but yeah, you can't kick him in the balls with a front kick. But don't say I didn't try it once or twice.
Accidents happen.
Yes, sir. Hey, the high thigh. Some people got more than others. High thigh hit
Man,
it.
shit. You might as well kick me in my balls. You kick me right there in my thigh hard as a motherfucker. That shit hurt like a son of a bitch.
It always radiates up too. Okay, it always radiates up. Don't let them lie to you.
And then you keep kicking me in the same spot. Damn, man, shit.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you want to kick? Oh, you know what? I can kick too.
That MMA is tough. That MMA is tough, man.
Yeah, well, I used my training in the Marine Corps. That helped me out being tough. And he did a little MMA himself.
That's what's
so
up.
both of us got that background. So
Just a little bit.
then we decided it was a lot easier on us to tell jokes to people.
It is.
Now,
Yeah, how about that?
understand something. I'm not Chris Rock. Okay.
Right.
You come up on stage, if Will Smith comes
Oh,
slap
yeah,
me,
you come slap me. I'll beat the
he
shit out of
limping
you.
back.
Come on, man. He ain't gonna get back.
He limping
He gonna be
No.
eating microphone and all kind of other shit, man. I'm
What?
Hey,
what-
survival,
okay,
bitches. This is a weapon. This microphone's a weapon.
Hell
Since we're
yeah.
going to talk about this, one thing I don't understand is
All right, here we go.
Okay, I love Will Smith's movies. I loved him as
A
an
great
actor.
actor.
I loved his wife and her movies, and I really like Chris Rock. I really like him.
Mhm.
Okay, when he says this joke about his wife, you can see him, Will Smith, laughing his ass off. Okay, and then she looks at him, and he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go handle my shit." But you are on national television. You walk up and you pretty much pull this dude's bitch card, and he takes it. Now, I have two problems with that. One is he did the right thing, but two, if I'm in his shot, if I'm in his spot, I'm beating the shit out of Will Smith. I'm sorry. You're gonna lay hands on me. I don't give a fuck who's watching. I'm gonna beat your
That's
ass.
right. That's real
Okay.
shit. That's real shit.
So
That's real
but
shit.
then
And-
they
but
still gave him the award at the end of the night. Fuck no, you're ejected. Get the
Right.
fuck out of here. You know, I
but now
have a problem with it because he was laughing, but then his wife looked at him, and we've all been there. When the old lady gives you that look, you gotta go handle your shit.
I got you. But now I really want to say this because now I'm gonna say this because me, you guys as men, and me being a man can only get so close to me before I say, wait
Oh,
a
yeah.
minute, motherfucker,
Yeah.
hold the fuck up.
We
Yeah,
call
hold the
that
fuck up.
one-
You-
we
yeah,
call
you
that
in my
arm's length
space,
away.
bro.
Yeah.
You in my space, bro. Watch out.
Right.
And so that shit would have never happened to one of us. He wouldn't have never been able to get in our space like that. There's
Well,
no way.
I really think he caught him off guard. That's the
He
only
did.
way,
Well, Chris
you know?
Rock didn't think it would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah, he just
I'm
got
hoping that'll happen.
Me too.
Right.
I'm daring you to make it happen,
I
motherfucker.
gotta
I'm
release some
daring you.
stress, you know.
Yeah.
I've got some stress built up. I got to get it out. So yeah,
Yeah.
come on up here.
And so
Yeah.
now the liberals, they're stuck. Big Hank, they're stuck because before they were on this cancel culture. You know, you can't say that. Now they're saying it's just jokes. You know, he's just making jokes. So now they're stuck like shit.
No,
Should we-
they're backpedaling.
So we say it's just jokes, or should we condemn Chris Rock? They don't know what to do, so they're stuck.
It
you know.
is just a joke. I mean, it is a joke.
It was a joke.
It was a very clean joke. It might be
Yeah.
distasteful because of her condition.
Right.
I mean, damn, man, be a grown ass man. It was just a joke.
Is
He
she,
did
is
not-
she off limits
No.
as a comedian? I don't
as
think
a
so.
comedian, nothing is really off limits. It's based on your crowd. You
Right.
have to read the crowd.
And based on your morals and your craft and how
Right.
you know,
Right.
Yep.
yeah, how you get down. I don't talk about people's mothers and shit like that. I don't talk about people. I don't really talk about people's wives either. That's not my thing. But me
No.
and you, I can talk about your ass
Yeah,
all day
yeah.
long.
Right.
And you should be expecting something back
That's
as,
right.
as men, as comedians.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so we
Yes,
agree
sir.
that morally he may have stepped over a line, you know, as a moral, but it was a clean joke. It was
Very clean.
a funny joke. If
It was
you know
funny.
what he's talking about.
Right.
So I mean, there's a conflict of interest, not really interest, but there's a conflict there. But I don't think he handled it the correct way.
Now,
No.
Will Smith, you talking about?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, he
know.
didn't. He
No.
didn't. And now it's I got a lot of friends who tell me, man, they set the black culture back
No, they did
because now it just gives fuel to the racists that
not. No.
black people can't handle their emotions. You know,
White
can't
men,
keep-
white men are the
No.
same way. Because if I was
No.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock and Richie come up there and Richie's my friend and slap me in the face, I'm gonna punch him in the fucking mouth.
We're hitting the ground.
Period.
We're hitting the
Period.
ground. We
Yeah.
don't do
Period.
that. Men
Period.
don't do that to men
No, you don't.
Period.
Yeah.
without ramification.
When
Period.
when you give another man a hug, you've invited him in.
Yeah.
And when you move it like that, that's hug.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
If
right.
I'm standing there trying to make a living, because Chris Rock getting a check.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, look, I don't come down to your work and bother you. Don't come down to my work and bother me.
Right.
There's a thing in this country. People talk about, well, they shouldn't have that on TV because it sucks. You know what? If you don't like what's on TV, do that. Watch this motion. It's very simple.
Yeah, turn that motherfucker off. Yeah, change the channel.
Very simple.
That's all you got to do, man.
I have the
That's
TV,
all you got to do.
but I
Yeah.
I haven't watched the news in like 3 or 4 years.
He ain't missing much.
No, I know. Because I can't tell who's telling the truth anymore, so I don't give a shit. If I want to know what the weather's doing, I step the fuck outside.
Well, what is Missouri? Yeah.
But I can't even remember what the hell I was going to say.
That's all them headshots we've taken. Yeah, we're
Oh,
fucked up.
no.
Well, while you're thinking that,
All right. Go
Big
ahead.
Hank,
Yes, sir.
what do you got coming up as far as your you got anything lined up for comedy?
Soon I got something coming up. We haven't planned it out, but we had a meeting. We had a meeting the other day, and we talking about coming back. You know, with the shit still. I'm in California, so our shit is a little different. They just opened us back up, so we starting to get in. We starting to get back open. But now some other shit then kicked up. They saying it's another strain. They put the mask back on and all that shit. So, I trying to catch the wave when you can catch it, man. I got my mother-in-law living here with me, so I try not to take too many chances and shit. So, I'm taking my time. But we got something coming up real soon. The Long Beach Live Show, man. I'm the host of it, man. It's my show right here. See that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's me, man. That's my host. That's my show, the Long Beach Live Show. Host Big Hank.
Nice.
You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, so we coming back. No problem. We coming back. We just taking our time. We got it soon.
The pandemic it makes a lot of people think. Give me your honest, heartfelt opinion of this pandemic. Where are you at now? We're 2.5 years, almost 3 years into this thing. What's your feeling about all this?
I've had some friends die from it, so some family members, so it's your own personal choice. That's what I feel like. It's your personal choice. If I'm at a spot inside and I got a mask on and you don't, I'm not mad at you. I'm take care of me. How I feel like I got to take care of me.
Right.
So it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. But on when I'm outside, man, I don't have no mask on. But if I go in somewhere that I don't think is safe, I'll put one on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I ask you that because I thought that's the way you'd be. You're the type of guy that you do you, I do me. You're not one of the guys that start yelling at somebody. Where's your mask at?
No, I don't do none of that shit.
People have died from it, and people got it and not had any symptoms from it too.
That's
it's very
right.
tricky.
Yes,
I had a cousin, a female cousin. She was huge on wearing masks. I was her saying, wearing your mask, and she was fully vaccinated, and she died.
Yeah.
And then I've got people in my family that should have died from it. I shouldn't say that, but they didn't. Sons of bitches.
The thing is, everybody, we have to remember at the end of the day, we're, and this is how I honestly feel. We are all brothers and sisters, no matter our colors, no matter where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
We are all different.
Yes,
and we should respect everybody's opinion. And we don't enforce our opinion on others. How you want to live your life is how you want to live your life, and that's it.
I respect that.
But a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. We had a comment here. Says y'all doing great. Thank you, whoever it is. Facebook user. You gotta let StreamYard access to your names. How we will know who we're talking to, because all that's come up on and just Facebook user. But we thank you. I've been doing this for about 6 years now, so I'm pretty skilled at this. Podcast type thing. But still ain't the man yet. But
what kind of comedy you got coming up, Richie?
Well, let me get you a flyer on here. I got Roy and I are going to be on the 23rd of April. It's adult comedy night. MC is Damon Tater Spray. He's going because he got a better voice than I got. So he gets to do the MCing. And we got special guest. You might know this guy, Roy Anthony. He's our special guest. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then we got a gentleman named Richard Montano. We call him the Godfather of comedy. He's a Mexican with an Italian name.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's funny. He comes up with a suit on, just his tie, and he gets to work. Okay,
right.
He goes to work.
He goes to work, and then I'm going to be headlining that because we're at the Elks Lodge in Chillicothe, Missouri. It's $10 to get in. The show starts at 8. They will have drinks. Okay, it's adult show, so they're going to have adult drinks there.
Yes, sir.
Now everybody control you. You get to drink and control yourselves because, like I said, you better stage slap me. I won't be slapping back.
Fuck around and get MMA'd up there. Fucking around with Richie King.
Yeah, come up here and slap me, please.
I got the wrong background to be hitting on now. Wrong background.
Right.
The police, when the police know who you are, you're in trouble.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we got that coming up. We're looking forward to it, man. It's been a while. We've never performed over at this particular venue. And,
right.
When I went in there and pitched it to them, man, they wouldn't even let me finish. They're like, what date you want?
You're right.
Well, hang on a minute.
There you go right there.
So yeah, we got the day set up, and Justice Snodgrass, one of the founders of this Woe Entertainment, when him and I found the entertainment part back 4 or 5 years ago, he used to be our MC. He's got that voice that could talk women out of their panties. Okay,
Right.
He had that booming, just awesome voice,
Yes, sir.
And he no longer with us. He retired. He's making knives and swords and stuff out of a forge. He's getting his rugged man on. So
he's on a pilgrimage. We'll put
yeah,
it like that.
pilgrimage. Yeah. So they're not called Damon, and Damon did it one time for us in Hamilton, Missouri, at the VFW. So and he's passionate about what he does. So we're gonna give him another opportunity to do it again. And he's got a style to him. Damon, if you never watched Damon, Damon's a very funny man. He's got a style to you. It's like he's like a big brother sitting on your porch, right? Yeah. Making you laugh.
Telling you stories.
Yeah, but your daddy's trying to tell you something. Your brother's over and running his mouth, won't shut up because your daddy's trying to talk, and he'll turn around and still be talking. It's slick to watch him. How he commands the stage. Man, I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him. He come a long way, and he's
very long way. When I first started, I couldn't even look at Richie.
Yeah,
I'd have to keep looking at the ground while I was talking. I couldn't do it.
That's right.
He's come a long way, and very proud of him. It's all sponsored by Operation Veterans Barbecue. Don't want to forget to let you all know about our sponsor here, who keeps the internet going for us all, pays all the bills here at W Entertainment. Matt Brooks, Operations Veterans Barbecue, out of Kansas. If you're ever in Kansas and need some outstanding barbecue, he's your Huckleberry. He's your Huckleberry. He is the man.
That's what's up.
Next year, that coming up. Again, Roy said he'd be on here for about 10 minutes. The show's about over, so I don't guess he's coming on. But
you ever think you're going to come out this way?
Yeah, I was going to give him a proposition. But go ahead.
Yeah.
What's that?
You think you want to come out this way and tell us some jokes?
Perform a little bit out here?
I don't have a problem with it, man. I've been out there. Well, I haven't been out there, but I just did a show in Memphis with Roy Anthony. So I don't got a problem with it, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Well, reason we say that, because at WT we got this big giant. Well, I say giant, but it's the big event we have every year around Memorial Day weekend called Warrior Fest. Okay, and we have that around, and we have bands and comedians that perform. We try to get a 2-day event. Last year when we had a 1-day event, but we was lucky to get that, so I didn't complain. But it's a 2-day event. Comedians this time are going to perform all on one night. The band's going to perform the next night. Damon, he's one of the guys that perform out there. We're all the time looking for talent. Maybe we get together sometime. You can come on out there. It's a charity event. We raise money for PTSD amongst the veterans. I know you've heard the stat before. 22 veterans a day commit suicide in this country. At the end of the day, it's like wiping out towns of 48,000 people. Just gone.
I lost my daughter to suicide, so I know about.
How old was she?
21.
21.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Sorry to hear that, brother. I know there are teens in this country are pretty high too. 12 teens every day commit suicide in this country.
Yeah,
a lot of pressure on being a teen. A lot of pressure. There really is. I mean, they don't need it from the schools. They get it at home and their friends. They don't need no more help, No. But it's a sad deal, and it just seems like on that pandemic, it just seems like nobody really cares. If it's not your family,
right? No
one really cares. And when I come to them with the 22-day and the 12-day, people just love on us. They just love us. We want to help you guys out. Thank you for bringing awareness. And you'd be surprised how many parents show up to our show.
And you'd be surprised how many people don't know.
Yeah, they have no idea.
Yeah, like an ostrich with their head stuck in the sand.
Yes, sir.
Like turning a blind eye. Just they're surprised at the numbers.
They are.
And it's the news too. The news talk about all the other bullshit, but they don't tell you the real. They shit, the real shit that we need to hear. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. If you're just tuning in, I'm Richie Redneck Pimp King with Damon Tater Spray. Host Big Hank's on here. We're filling in for Roy Anthony. We're just covering basically nothing. Just trying to fill some time, keep you all happy. We talked about comedy, talked about a lot of things, and the pandemic. We're in this pandemic here. A lot of parents came up to me and they said the reason we don't pay much attention to it because our therapists tell them to, don't talk about it, ignore it, it'll go away. But it's not.
Nothing ever goes away.
And so when we come in,
forget about it.
We advertise in the paper, Facebook, radio. If I can get on there, wherever I can put an advertisement at, flyers. They're like, well, we didn't see any of that stuff. I think, well, how do you not see all that? You get Facebook? They're like, well, I don't get Facebook. I don't read the paper. I don't. Well, because their heads are in the sand, they don't want it. Once they get to it and word of mouth gets going, then you got people coming up to us. Man, I wish you guys had been around, You know, my son committed suicide 2 years ago, but she's been around. Like, man, I've been doing comedy for 30 years. Our organization's been around for 6 years. I mean, come on, you know,
Right.
we've been around, man. We could have helped them. You know, maybe we couldn't have. There's no guarantee I could help you, but if you're laughing, you ain't crying.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's right.
And
And
so,
if somebody just talks to you about it, it makes you feel better.
right.
You know, it does. Or, you know, we give them a way out. They call us, whatever. It call me any time, any hour of the day.
Right.
I'll talk to you because it. When you take your own life, you're leaving a void that nothing will ever feel
Nothing.
or fill.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Not only just you, your family.
Yeah.
The problems with your family and your friends that it causes too.
you think you're ending your problems, but you're creating it tenfold.
Yeah.
For everybody.
We've seen it here on W Entertainment. We had a gentleman 2 years ago. His name was Stan. I think you remember this deal. Stan. He come on during the show and said, "Guys, I need some help. I'm not right. My brain's not right. I need some help." So me and Justin turned the whole show toward him. All the fans were on there. He had 30, 40 people on there one time. Said, "Hey, brother. Hey, we love you, man. Don't kill yourself."
Right.
Helped him out. He thanked us so much.
Yeah.
Tragically, 3 months later, he died of a massive heart attack.
Damn.
We turned around and his wife said, "Listen, I don't need a handout. Just need this one-time help, and then I'll be good." Because he left a bunch of bills and stuff that I couldn't pay. We raised money, and we're getting close to the end of the day. And we had a local band who plays for us all the time. Flaw, actually, that's just a little band. They're huge now. Flaw
Yeah.
turned around and said, "How much more you guys need?" And they wrote us the check to cover what she needed. And she's always been a fan of us ever since. So we helped her husband not commit suicide, tragically died of a heart attack, and we helped her raise money to keep herself afloat. She got a job. She talks to us once in a while, and she lets us know she's doing great, and she appreciates it. So I've seen the power.
It's not a handout; it's a hand up.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, we've seen the power of it, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an awesome thing. But people too pride. I think pride gets in a lot of people's way. They don't want to ask for help.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Pride, man. But that's a
Pride-
beautiful thing. That was a beautiful thing you guys did, man. Because a lot of people say, and they always say, "Hey, man, give me a call." But when you call them over, they'll never be there. You know what I mean? So, so that's a beautiful thing y'all did, man. Y'all stood up, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we do it. We do it for anybody. And one thing we didn't ask. Hey, by the way, what color are you? We didn't care.
No, we
We
don't.
didn't care. We didn't care.
That's what's
what I
up,
was gonna
man.
talk about.
That's what's up.
This that's why I don't watch the news anymore because they're trying to keep us divided. All right, like I don't see color. I never have, and I never will.
Yeah, that's where you were raised.
That's right.
Beautiful thing.
But back to the Chris Rock thing. I'm sorry, but for them to say that it's a race thing, it's setting them back. That's just not. That's a man being a man.
No, man, that's a 1 second mistake in somebody's life that he made, man. That ain't setting up. Don't set us back at all. That don't have nothing to do with nothing, man. We good.
No, right,
Yeah, it'd be like if you said something, I walked up, slapped you.
right. It's the same thing.
It's dumb. I mean, yeah, Will Smith was wrong. Do I hate him? No.
No.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny that his wife
I thought
pulls
the
him around.
joke was funny.
The joke was funny.
That too.
The joke was funny.
His wife has got him.
She
on
pulling
a
around by his
leash.
dick. Okay,
Right.
that's what she's doing. She's pulling around.
Well, that's just
If
how
anybody's
I
got a
see it.
problem, they need to talk to her ass.
Right.
Okay, because she's the one that incited it. Okay. She was mad because it's called G.I. Jane. Demi Moore's a good-looking woman. To compare her to Demi Moore,
Mm,
go ahead.
right.
Go ahead,
And
But kind of find out, Big Hank, he didn't even know she had a hair issue, alopecia. I think that's what it's called. He didn't even know it. So he wasn't making a joke to make fun of her. He just seen a bald woman there, thought she was going to play the role,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
it'd be all right.
But, I don't think. I'm glad, though, it was Will Smith and Chris Rock because Will Smith's still going to make some good movies. I don't give a shit. Chris Rock's still going to tell jokes. I just wish Chris Rock learned some karate. Okay.
Some self-defense.
I mean, damn, dude. Come on, brother. I mean,
That's right, man.
Damn.
That's right, man. Where your man card at, man? Where your man
Right?
card at, man?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, he's gonna have to mail that in. I mean, he's gonna put an address and mail that in. He can get it back, but he's gonna earn it, But
Right.
anyway, all right. What do you think about the gentleman who shot up the subway in New York? Did you hear anything about that?
Yeah, I heard about it, man. I
Yeah,
heard about it.
What's your opinion on that deal?
That's The world is going crazy. It ain't, the whole world is going crazy, man.
Oh,
And I'm gonna say this, man. It's in the Bible. It's gonna get worse. It gotta go that way so we could get to where it's gotta get to. So we seeing the beginning of it, man. The beginning of the end times. We seeing the beginning of it. It's just the world going crazy, man.
Yeah, the gentleman.
I heard the bombs blew up to scare the people out so they could come out, and he started shooting at them. At least that's the picture I got. And
yeah,
that's
he
crazy.
He had a 9mm, and he was sitting there, and one of the witnesses, the main witness, said he started laughing. He popped the canister. He goes, "Oops, I'm sorry." He threw it at him, put his mask on, and then threw the other two. And he was shooting 30 rounds. He was just spraying rounds and hit 10 of them. Hit 10 people, and his weapon jammed because he bought an aftermarket magazine, didn't test it.
Yeah,
dumbass. But anyway, so he got that, and then he was 62 years old, right, and 5'5", about 210. He was out of shape. Okay, and first the news report said, "Well, he's running around the subway." He wasn't running nowhere. Okay, no, he was riding around the subway hiding, and they couldn't. They went by the highway. Went by the FBI 3 times and never got him. Okay, the FBI, I ain't got no faith in them anyway. Okay, to be honest with you. And then they finally, somebody seen him at McDonald's. He was getting something to eat. 2 blocks later, they finally arrested him outside at the McDonald's. That guy was something else, man.
Yeah.
His name was Frank James. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here in Missouri, the outlaw Frank and Jesse James. Okay. I was waiting for the FBI to tell me he had a brother named Jesse who was helping him. I was going to freak out. Man, tell me that ain't history repeating itself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Frank and Jesse at it again from the grave. Sons of bitches. But no, he was mad about politics. He was mad about race. He was on there, had all kind of racial discrimination that he was talking about on there all over Facebook. And Facebook never cut it. They let it go. They let it happen, which they're kind of at fault because they should have shut his account and whatever. And he was just talking about different things that made him mad. And he didn't like the subway. That's one of his big beefs. He did not like the subway. Thought they should knock it down, whatever. So instead of going and voting like a normal person would do, he wants to go and shoot him up, which ain't going to stop nobody running the damn subway.
No. No.
It's a necessary means of transportation out there. People are going to ride this thing. I don't know. I just think it.
Well, how many people live in New York? Like
11
million, 20 million, something like that?
Yeah, it's the biggest population area there is. 11, 12 million, I think. You know what? I got the power of computer in my hand. I ain't on my phone. I can look it up. Population of New York.
Let's see. 19.45 million.
Yeah, as of 2019, they didn't put this year's this stats in there, but 19.5 million.
California's got 39 million.
Yeah, almost 40 million out there. Wow. Yeah, right there. 19 million people out there in New York. So I don't think
that's in the state of New York.
Him doing his thing is going to persuade anybody.
Man, I really wish if people would think before they act and actually get a hold of somebody that all this stuff would stop. But I'm with Big Hank. I think this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
And I don't know when the actual end will be, but people got to start being people again and loving each other. Love thy neighbor, help each other out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my uncle is Don Martin says, well, hello, Don. It's going to stop when you hit it on a while ago, Big Hank. That pendulum stops when it gets to its highest point, and it'll work its way back to the good. Right? This is part of the way it swings. But it seems like every time it starts swinging this way, it gets real bad, and we get back to the good. There's not much good.
That's good.
Yeah. We can't rely on our government to help us. So
no, that's
each other.
Yeah,
that's the big point. We help each other, no matter race, religion, creed, nothing. You help people. You see somebody struggling, help them, man.
Hey, that's Dean, how you doing, brother? I'm glad you tuned in with us. We're playing Roy Anthony today. Tater and I are holding down the studio. Tater wasn't even scheduled to be on. He just at the last second. He just
yes, sir.
I asked him come on. He said sure. So
I was in town.
He's in town.
Come on.
The pendulum. People fight over the government all the time. Why do we even fight over what the government says?
The government don't. That
makes no sense. At the end of the day, is the government paying your bills, Big Hank?
No.
Government paying my bills? No. When you get in bed at night, is it with the government or with your woman? It's with your woman. It's with your mate.
That's right.
Them are the only two opinions you ought to care about is your mate, you and your mate. You know,
That's right.
the government don't care about us. Well, you know, whatever, man. I just, especially veterans, you know, I know veterans, they don't. It's like they bring us back and tell us go back in society, and don't deprogram. Some of us need to be deprogrammed. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because then we get out, we fight demons, we get to drinking and taking all these drugs and everything, and then pretty soon we're homeless and then we got a whole bunch of other issues. But anyway, that being said, you know, don't want doom and gloom. There's some good things going on in the world, the comedy that we're going to be putting on for you guys.
Yeah.
One of our viewers here, Dean Cerny, says the 9 most dangerous words in the English language is "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." That's an oxymoron.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, who gonna win the NBA championship, man? I'm out of here.
Man, you know what, brother? I haven't watched the NBA since Tim Duncan retired. I was a giant Spurs fan. So I haven't seen it. Who's in it?
Man, everybody, everybody's in it. You got Philadelphia, you got Brooklyn, you got
I thought maybe it was down the last two.
You got Phoenix, you got Memphis. There's a lot of people in it, man. But I'm gonna go with Milwaukee, man. I like Milwaukee.
Yeah,
the Bucks.
They won. Okay. They won it last year.
You think they?
Why
you think they can take down
the
Nets?
team? Huh?
You think they can take down the Nets? Think they can beat them out of the East?
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one, man.
That'll be your Eastern Conference final, right?
You think so?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
who
sir.
we got out of the West? We got
Phoenix, Memphis.
The Warriors in it.
The Warriors. Always.
I'd say it's going to come down to Phoenix and Oakland, man.
And the Warriors.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Good pick. Good pick.
Who you got?
Good picks, man. That was a good pick.
Who do you got, Hank?
I just told you I'm riding with Milwaukee all the way. I'm still,
Bucks,
still taking Milwaukee. Yeah.
I think it'll go 7 between Milwaukee and the Nets, and I don't know, man. You got Kyrie, man. You can't go
Kyrie,
against him, dude.
Kyrie is unbelievable with that ball, man.
Right?
Unbelievable. But him and Durant, they only played like 17 or 18 games together this year, which that don't mean nothing either.
No,
but
you get them two and Harden out there. Magic. I'm just saying, that's magic, man.
Before you go, there's a giant debate that I've been part of, arguing with this guy. He's a real good friend of mine, but he swears to God he's right on this issue. I'm going to ask you something, and you tell me honestly, who is the best between these two people, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's because we're old. That's because we're old heads.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, we got to see Michael.
Yeah.
Michael's undefeated in the finals, dude.
6-0. And they can't get around that. They can't get around that.
He won his first 3. Took a year off to go play baseball. Came back and won 3 more.
That's right.
I was there the year they won the 72 games or whatever the fuck, and only lost 9 games. I was like, what?
72-9 or 72-10. Yeah.
I watched that shit. I watched that, man. I saw it.
I mean,
Michael was the only one he was the only one that brought they had remember it was WGN. Remember they had their own fucking station.
Yeah, I remember that.
The own fucking basketball station on cable was WGN. Michael Jordan, that's what it was.
Yeah, you had to watch the Bulls.
You had to watch it. You fucking had to watch it. Yeah.
And here's the thing: you take LeBron back in that day.
I was gonna say that.
When Detroit would just murder you.
Oh, he could beat up.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman beating the shit out
of him.
Oh,
Rodman, yeah.
He could not handle it.
He wouldn't handle it, man. No. He was staying hurt Pippen, like he's doing now. He always hurt.
I would take Scottie Pippen over LeBron James. Everybody would say I'm stupid, but
I like that too. I like that too, man.
You had Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, and Michael. Michael was the star. He had people around him to help him, but he made them better. And now LeBron has people to make him better.
So
Michael made them people better, but these people make LeBron better.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Got y'all, man.
Big Hank, brother.
Hey, look,
thanks for coming on.
Man. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Guys, that's Big Hank. He's a co-host on here.
Nice meeting you, Tater.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Nice meeting you, brother.
All right, bro. All right, Rich King.
That's brother. That's Big Hank. He's on here every Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon to 1 with Roy. He's one of the hosts on the Roy Anthony Show. Guys, it's been fun being on here with y'all today. I know this was just a makeshift show, and we appreciate it. Tune back in next week and catch Roy. He'll be back at Tuesday at noon to 1, and then Thursday, noon to 1. And if you want to catch me over at WO Radio Show, I'm on 6 to 8 p.m. Central Time. out there. If you're out in California, listen to this right now. I think it'd be 4 o'clock your time, to be exact. So come on, catch us, have a good time. I play comedy bits on there. We got a topic we talk about, Pimp's pet, some weird pet that I show on there. That, be a pet. If I could own it, I would. That being said, guys, give a big shout out to my brother on here, my Tater. We're going to be together here in 2 weeks on stage with mics in our hand, making people laugh. That's what we do. I'm Richie the Redneck Pimp King, the bad man of comedy. You guys take care of yourselves. May the great spirit bless you and keep you, and his face shine upon you. Be kind to each other. Love one another. Donor Dog Ahoy. We're out.